Welcome to part 2 of section 2. In this section, we will take a look at the AgileSHIFT principles and also the concept of the AgileSHIFT practices. We begin with the purpose of the AgileSHIFT principles and how to test whether each principle is being applied. What are these AgileSHIFT principles? Principles reflect the fundamental attitudes and behaviors that underpin successful transformation. If any of these principles are overlooked, it reduces the chances of success. Just like individuals have their own principles, similarly in AgileSHIFT, we have several principles. These are the guiding obligations that underpin successful organizational transformation through the application of AgileSHIFT. Guiding obligations means they must be adhered to. There are two key characteristics of these principles. They are universal and they are empowering. Universal meaning they apply to the whole organization using AgileSHIFT and not just to certain pockets or certain teams within that larger organization. Secondly, they are empowering, meaning they describe the way things should be and therefore provide everyone involved with greater ability and influence to shape the work they do. For a moment, think if there are no principles in existence. That could create some confusion in terms of how things should be done or the basis of how things should be done. So the moment there are some principles, they empower people. They know what are the standards they need to adhere to. We have 5 principles in AgileSHIFT. Change will happen, so embrace it. Challenge the status quo or challenge the current condition. Develop an environment where everybody adds value. Focus on the co-creation of customer value and tailor your approach. Note that these principles are in relation to AgileSHIFT, which is about change. Therefore, change will happen, so embrace it is a key principle. Also important to challenge the current situation or the status quo and develop an environment where everybody adds value. Focus on the co-creation of customer value and tailor your approach. Stephen Covey's famous book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, mentioned principles are important as they create a compass to which you can refer whenever in doubt and need to take a position or evaluate an opportunity, behavior, or situation. Therefore, principles can help determine goals and values and choose between them during conflict. While different situations may require more application of a certain principle, but all principles must be considered in any situation. While we take a look at the principles in detail later on, we first begin with how to check whether the principles are understood. Meaning, how do we test that the principles are being applied properly or not? So this is about understanding how effectively the principles are being applied and their impact across the organization, because that is critical to guide future focus. Once again, we have the 5 principles shown here. Please take a look at them.